Hey guys, it's Benzie. This is kind of a weird video. Obviously, the lighting is shit. I'm on a road trip with some friends who are introverts and also on my polyphasic sleep schedule. So I'm experiencing a lot of feeling very, very alone. I'm a super extrovert. I love people. I need people. I need physical touch. And I'm having a really hard time because I feel like my needs are not getting met even when I am around the people. I feel alone. There's moments that are good and there's moments where I feel together and we're laughing and we're enjoying something, but so much of the time is so lonely. And I think there's this weird element of if I was truly alone, like if I was at my house alone, I could do whatever I wanted, or if I was on a road trip alone, I could do whatever I wanted. But this weird loneliness with people is all the worst parts of loneliness and being alone and none of the benefits. Like, if I was on the road trip alone, I would like play my music blaring loud and sing at the top of my lungs and be having a great time. I would not stop at hotels or campgrounds. I would just like park my car wherever and take a nap. I would like stop off at like tons of viewing points and go on like quick hikes or long hikes or just do what I want. And like I would pee in a jar instead of like stopping at a lot of gas stations. So I feel like it's this weird thing of being around people. Like I flourish off that. I need that. And yeah. So when I'm like in the car and I actually like can't do what I want and there's two people sitting in the car both with like headphones in or both napping, and it's just like, okay, I don't get it and it feels bad. And even though I know it's not personal, I feel rejected and I feel touch starved. And I am getting like some touch. Like the people know my desires and needs. And we like have physical attraction with each other. So, but it feels like calculated and like there's a certain amount and then it's over for the day. It's not like casual, it's not constant. I don't know, it just fucking sucks, man. It fucking sucks. And I'm in one of the most beautiful places in the world. I love Utah so much. It's one of my favorite places on the planet, and I feel like I'm in so much emotional distress that I can't even enjoy one of my favorite places in the world. And I feel like a brat saying it too. I have so much of what I want. I'm letting this one thing like ruin this incredible opportunity. And there's part of me, it's like, just change your brain, just like think different thoughts. But I feel so, it's like when you're hungry, and all you can think about is eating food. Like I feel hungry for attention and emotional attachment and conversation and touch. And I feel like the most I can get is like an occasional snack, but I just fucking need a meal. I need a meal in my body. I need to feel nourished. I can't just think my way out of it. Or I mean, maybe I could. I'm trying, but it feels like my brain is just like, I need this, I need this, I need this, and it won't fucking shut up. So yeah, I plan to make another video specifically on traveling on polyphasic sleep. Right now, I don't feel like it's the fault of the polyphasic sleep. And the people I'm with are great. Like I love them so much. I feel hungry. I'm really hungry. We had a conversation about it a little while ago, and there's lots of crying and just like frustration from both ends that our needs are so different that it's really hard to meet them. I'm having just a ton of emotions. I like can't even get them all out, and I don't want to. Yeah, I tried to like FaceTime my friend, who's like a very comforting person to me. I don't know. I felt horrible the whole time. Like I was just being like gross and sad and not enjoyable to talk to, and this is also, I'm getting closer and closer to the 1 year anniversary of Simon's death, who was somebody I went on tons of road trips with, and I'm having these like weird feelings of romanticizing our road trips together because I'm like, he was a perfect travel partner and we had so much in common in the way we like to travel and what we wanted to do. laughing and reading books out loud to each other and singing songs together and looking out the window at all the sights and stopping in weird towns to see if they had some like locally brewed root beer and like wanting to pack the same like travel foods and the same meal plans. And but I have to remember like that my like romantic vision isn't real. Like all those things are true, but we also got screaming matches at each other over simple shit. Our trips were beautiful, but they were also like scary, and I felt trapped a lot of the time. And I don't know, it's weird because I just only want to think of the good stuff, but if I only think of the good stuff, it's not real. And then I feel like I'm in a fantasy, and the person I actually care about and that I love and that died wasn't perfect. But it didn't matter. Because I loved him anyway. and and I don't even know what I want, because when I imagine, like, what I want is for him to be alive. But what does that even mean? Like, alive in the state he was in? Or alive in some, like, magical healthy state that he was never in? Yeah, I don't even know what him being alive would look like right now. But it hurts so much that he's dead. I can't believe after a year I'm still like, get like this. We were on this, like, I mean, very similar. We, like, loved the south of Utah together and did this trip a few times. And it's really beautiful to be in these places that we loved and had memories together. And it's really hard to do with people who don't understand what I'm going through. I feel like I'm just in so much emotional duress, I can't function. And I wish I remembered more stories. Like, I can't recreate his voice anymore in my head. And little things, I'm forgetting them. And I don't. The only way I know to keep him alive is to remember. Being a human's really fucking hard. Also, I feel so dumb. I'm in this like gorgeous place with perfect weather, and I'm like in this fucking car, and I have to be quiet because I don't want to like disturb the other people. And maybe I should have done this alone. I don't know. Like, I can't imagine doing it alone. But maybe that would have been the way to go. I don't know. Or I feel like the same people, but just like one additional person who like also had similar needs to mine. Maybe that would have fixed it. Like, nothing can fix how I'm feeling about Simon. But I feel like I could, if it was just like a little tiny bit better, it could be better. Well, some things coming up, hopefully. I kind of fell behind after I left Clara's house because that's what happens every time I start doing YouTube stuff. I plan to make a follow-up video to my last one about nap-only schedules. I'm planning to make one on traveling while doing polyphasic sleep. I have a new podcast episode on the Snake Oil podcast coming out this weekend about spirituality. It was filmed while Judah and I were still doing distancing, so it was filmed over Zoom, but I still think it's like a pretty good episode. Oh, I also plan to actually do, like, when I found out about Simon's death a little under a year ago, I like didn't have anyone to talk to, so I kind of turned on the camera and just like talked to the camera about my feelings. So I'm planning to also make a video about how I'm feeling a year later, and then post that actually as like a single video of those two things kind of side by side, and how I felt like the moment I found out my friend was dead, and now a year later, my feelings on it. This is also, I'm getting closer and closer to the 1-year anniversary of Simon's death. Obviously, I'm going to rewatch that video for that filming. So yeah, those are some things to look forward to. If you want to see that, subscribe. I could really use some love down below in the comments. But I guess thanks for being here in my like vulnerable moment. I know you're experiencing it like in a different time and place, but it's still, talking about this camera does make me feel like I'm talking to people. That feels really good and helpful right now. And I think I might be in a life where I'm alone more and more often, especially as I continue doing polyphasic sleep. So I think that this will be a really good way to act on my extroversion and make friends through like indirect, like non, what's the word, it's not like back and forth in the moment, but it's still back and forth. But I'm excited about that. I hope it exists. I love people. I need people. And I feel really close to a lot of people I've been watching on YouTube for a long time. So I guess I have some hope of people feeling close to me and me getting to feel close to them in return in this new way. Thanks. Bye.